I'm on the toilet, like literally about to hop up in the shower, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just record this video because it's raw and honest. I have been having quite a day. It has been, I don't know, I've been kind of just in a funky mood since yesterday. Just low energy and feeling like sad and quiet. And I realized today that I was going through something mentally, like obviously usually it's a mental thing, but like mentally in that I've been real hard on myself. About like something I've been thinking a lot about is like how we often let legacy overshadow how we're currently showing up, right? So like if I'm a kind person, that's who I am. I'm an empathetic person, I tell myself that is true, so I move in a particular way because that's my legacy. That's a story that I have. And the people around me, and the reason close friends and friends with longevity, like long-term friends, are really good to have is because they've seen you evolve, they've seen you grow, so they know who you are. Familiarity is like super important. And I also think about how that plays and interplays when we're meeting new people and we're showing up in particular ways that are not, oh, I'm a person of empathy, but this person and you got into a beef and you're not being empathetic. It's hard to just be like, oh, I'm an empathetic person then, right? And I think a lot of the time we tend to let legacy and stories outweigh how things are showing up right now. Like I think about parents a lot, right? When parents beat you and stuff, like in this moment, not only do I not trust you, I don't like you, I'm afraid of you. There's all these feelings. However, I'm supposed to remember, oh yeah, this is also the person who gave birth to me, this person who like I laugh with, this is the person who da-da-da, right? And people are complex, and learning to hold space for the complexity is like a huge part of increasing our capacity as humans. And also, it's important to notice when those two things don't line up. Your legacy and your stories and how you're supposed to be because of how you've defined yourself and how you would really be showing up. So, I'm a warrior, educator, facilitator, social emotional strategist. I feel like warrior that's like a past term, and I be fighting still, and I be warrior spirit, so that resonates. Educator, I feel like a lot of moments with me are learning moments, but I haven't felt like an educator lately. Facilitator, I haven't facilitated many conversations. I have brought people together and had and asked questions and stuff. So I'm also wanting to give myself credit because I have been doing the things, but not in the way that I know that I can, in the way that rewards me most. In social emotional strategists, recently I've just been an emotional strategist, if we're being honest. I've just been in my bag. And being like, it's also okay to be in my bag. I've noticed, and I've realized this is a pattern or something I've picked up from childhood of when I feel not aligned, instead of being what would bring me more alignment, or what do I need? The question often is, what is wrong? And I thought about that today, actually. I was sitting downstairs having this moment, crying, and was thinking, what is wrong? And I was like, nothing is fucking wrong, leave me alone. It was I just had this whole conversation in my head that has happened to me many times where I'm expressing particular feelings or I'm sad and people are like, what's wrong? No, don't cry. And I'm just but I realized I was doing it to myself in a way of just being what's wrong? And it's not, nothing was wrong. How are you feeling is the better question. And I was able to acknowledge this. I've been feeling overwhelmed, confused. That was mostly self-critical and noticing that I feel that way. And I've been noticing this really interesting habit that has been new of me being well, why do you feel that way? Or you shouldn't feel that way. And I'm who is saying this? Because I've not really been a person where if somebody tells me they're feeling bad, I'm you shouldn't feel that way. But I guess as a social emotional strategist who often can find the only way out is through, so I feel I can sometimes be really pushy even with myself, especially with myself. I'm not that pushy with other people. I'm not as pushy with other people as I am with myself about moving through a thing. and learning and realizing and remembering that yes, the through is important, and like learn, for instance, like going to move your body when you feel stressed out or angry and having a shift of environment is really important. For just like the energies, right, and like shifting and going through the feels. And there's also a great power in sitting still in the feels too. And I think what I'm learning is like the nuance and the balance of sitting to process and hold space for myself versus allowing myself to wallow. Because I do know that I could do that too. Because once you sit in a place for a long time, it can get real shitty in there. And you be like, there's mad shit in here. Like, I thought I cleaned this up. Why is there still so much mental shit? Because you're looking for that right now. So you're going to keep finding it, Gary. So this is a shift of my environment. About to take a shower. Rinse my brain. Rinse my dome. Also just, it's nice because I was having my feels downstairs, came upstairs, different shift of environment, right? And had a whole different conversation with one of my mom's good friends and one of these people that I've known from childhood, which was just amazing. Right when I was about to take the shower. And it's just like funny how when you start making the decisions in line with what will make you feel better, but like, you know, more yourself, more whole, more clean, like just in alignment and feeling good in my body, it's funny how the other things fall into place. And this person is also a coach and is like giving me resources and just like, you know, you should have an accountability friend. You should have a not only a peer coach, but also a prayer partner. And I was like, I was just downstairs talking about feeling lonely and feeling like I don't have the social emotional skills to maintain relationships. And it's like, do I not have the social emotional skills to maintain relationships? Or what is it really? The or statement, and the reason I raise my eyebrows like that is because it's like, am I willing to put myself out there to build relationships? I recently had I was building like very minorly, like maybe over a couple of weeks, a month or so. And this was about 2 months ago, about a month ago. I was building a relationship with somebody and it kind of fell apart because of actions on my behalf of being flaky. So really the question is like, are you willing to stop being flaky and commit to building relationships with people? How much are you willing to commit to people? How much? Because like I've noticed that I get real iffy around partnership, and so when people are romantically interested in me, I get like, and then I'd be like, especially when I enjoy them, because I'm like, I want to spend time, but I don't want to build towards this thing. But still, how am I showing up as a friend? How am I showing up as a person? Somebody that you're getting to know, period. Another human being. Yeah. So lots of things I'm sitting with. Just wanted to be honest about where I'm at. Like, I just feel like I have a lot of things planned in terms of my conversations, and I'm working on the graphics for those things. But like how my spirit is feeling, this is how my spirit is feeling today. So, wanted to share.